out because I think the Bell Haunts are stellar versus like Red Deck Winds and White Weaning. I've always felt these decks are trying to beat up on those. I apologize if I sound bad or if I have low energy today. The whatever illness I had the other day is getting worse, not getting better. Hopefully this deck's cool. It's got all the gold cards that could ever be gold cards. I hate freebooters so bad. Guarantee if freebooter makes me mad before the stream's over. Do love Thief of Sanity though. This deck's a little lighter on removal than most of the builds I've played, but it is running 4 hostage takers and 3 deputies to make up for that. Queues are a little slow again this morning. So, for those of you who actually watch the streams, do you prefer me playing MTGO with these slow queues, but actually playing for some stakes and, in my opinion, getting slightly better competition? Or do you like Arena more because of the aesthetics, the quicker gameplay? Like, I see pros and cons for both, but I notice on my YouTube videos, the Arena videos seem to get a lot less watches. But I'm wondering if that's because I'm not just a fully Arena player. Either way, it doesn't much matter to me which I play. I play whatever people want me to. I'm just curious what you all like. Pull that off to the other screen. Trying to check and see if somebody I watched streamed yesterday to see if I have a replay to watch. They did not. They've not streamed in 2 days. I'm so sad. But friend, you'll be missed. Four-minute queues. I would be absolutely bored if I was trying to watch this. I wish I knew how to edit videos on YouTube so I could like cut this wait time out for people who didn't care, or at least post jumps to the actual games. But I am basically computer illiterate, as everyone knows. cancel and requeue. Maybe that'll help. Oh, please MTGO, bring us a victim. Please MTGO, let us play some cards. Opponent! Woo! Oh, opponent, how dare you? This is a pretty strong opponent. Yeah, I guess we keep. It's a 25 land deck. In theory, we should get a third. I wonder if it was better to cast this there. I think I've already punted this game. Because now I feel like I have to cast this. Also should have attacked first. Yeah, I would have been able to cast the Thief of Sanity had I only played the hero on one. So they have 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So boom, boom, boom. And what did they just play this turn? A Glacial Fortress. Which isn't any card that I have. That's just weird. Oh well. Assuming that means my Thief of Sanity is getting absorbed, but or that they're using a Mortify. They keep taking long pauses there, so I feel like there's no way that they didn't draw a spot removal, but like we're not going to win this game not casting spells. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're just taking a while to bluff things. Well, I don't really want any of those, so... You survived Cry. So if they did hit a removal spell, you'll still stick around? Or Mortify doesn't really do anything? Fortunately, that does not put Lethal on the table. Not sure how we win now. Oh, this is such a play mistake. It makes me target something I forgot. It's different than the deputy. So I lost a point of damage there. I would have cast it post combat anyway, but yeah, losing a point of damage there is actually relevant. Putting them at 1 this turn, potentially, as opposed to putting them at 2, would have been huge. Oh god, that mistake was so bad. It was so bad. Yep, if they were still at 1, we'd be in okay shape right now. We'd be in great shape, obviously, but we'd be in okay shape. Just so bad. If it counts, I don't think my deck can actually beat Esper Midrange or Esper Control. So even though I made that mistake, they had 9 cards in their hand. There's about no chance that we would have won that game anyway, even though we potentially would have. Oh, I'm so bad and so aggravated about being that bad. We don't want this. I think we do want to keep the Mortifies. Probably do want to keep the Detention Spears. Probably don't want these. Um, okay. I guess we keep it. It's pretty terrible. And draw any of our 4 negates, any of our 4 fault erasures, and those are really the only cards I feel like that matter. Boo. I would have sideboarded that out. Alright, can we untap this turn? A little on the interesting side. Land would be nice. It's not a land. Okay. Oh, what a nice draw. What a nice draw. Have Lyra's in their deck too? Interesting. Well, I don't really care about that card, and that puts Thief of Sanity in range to kill the fairy. Not really worried about that Kaya. that's kind of why I was sideboarded out Kai here. It literally came down and did nothing the entire game while we ignored it. Obviously they mulliganed and didn't have a completely wonderful draw, but... Alright, so now that we've saw Kaya, or sorry, saw Lyra, I might want another removal spell or two. I think I'm going to bring at least you in. You guys probably aren't great. I've got one of them. That sounds a keep. That's not what you usually see. Interesting. Guess I'm gonna play this one. Try to protect our thief of sanity a little bit from like a cry or whatever. I'm gonna double negate up. Well, they dumped the thief of sanity. That's kind of interesting to me. Potentially put more value into Dovin than I should. Or maybe I don't. Wonder what Dovin would have got us. This is 10 cards, right? So we would have drawn this for our turn, then we would have got our choice of, I think it's 3 cards out of the rest of the 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we would have got like a negate, a freebooter, and either a Teferi or another freebooter. Well, I said I didn't think we'd ever beat that match, and the post-board games, they drew pretty horribly, but I didn't think we drew amazingly either, so who knows. That is the match from the finals of the PTQ, though, and the Esper side won it 2-0, fairly convincingly from the replays I watched. I don't think we've won round 1 in a while. I don't know what it feels like. Crazy. Just crazy. I apologize if there's a little background noise right now. Trying to pull something up on the other computer. Or other monitor, rather. When does the Invitational start? Well, sometime this week. I'm just not exactly sure when. Yep. We keep. I didn't think this was a land for a second. I thought it was a random spell, and I was a little aggravated. Stupid expedition confusing me. Also thought this was a watery grave, so I obviously should have played Hallowed Fountain on one. Whoopsie! I'm not very smart. Eh, I guess protecting my life. Well, can this hit a creature? I don't remember. Nope, it says non-creature, so it's better to do this turn and try to get whatever their turn 2 play is, and then freeboot or maybe a history. Okay. I guess we take their turn 2 play then. Probably want any removal spell here, right? Could have cast Seldon took their history, but with our detention spears, I'm not actually too worried about the history. So we saw them play this card, and we still know they had these 3. History's solid. Let's see what we find. Ooh, a conclave. Don't know if that's just better than taking the Benelish right now. Guess I'll take it. Not 100% sure it's better, though. It might be better considering we have the Afterlife here. So, like, we can trade this off for this. Detention Spear of these. Do I care about that? Probably not. So they still have an unbreakable formation to care about. Let's go ahead and go grab that. I don't care about those other 2 cards. We're going to take a decent chunk this turn. I don't think I sequenced this game or played this game well. These two are never blocking, so they can attack. She's just going to take this one. Something that can generically block. Hey Decon, what's up? Good morning to you too, and I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a good day at work. I don't think I played this game very well. Oh, cool. Cool. So I don't have to worry about this too. I think I'm definitely attacking with this thing. What kind of work do you do? So I'll take that, though I don't really want it. Alright, so now what? I have a bunch of things, so I can get rid of these pretty easily. Then I can conclave this, I guess. Could use colorless for that too, but that doesn't really matter at this point. Civil engineer, nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I played that game well. I think I had a decent game plan, but in my mind I thought I had one more turn than I actually had. So I didn't set myself up well to handle both the history and the unbreakable formation, where I think I had options that I would have been able to take care of both pretty easily. Alright, so we definitely want those, we definitely want that, we definitely want this, we definitely want these. And I actually think we probably want this. Definitely do not want these. Definitely do not think I care about these. I'm not sure that I care about these either. Like, I don't think this card's terrible, but I don't know if it's good enough, if that makes sense. Could leave 2 of them, I guess. We have so many 2-drops when we bring into removal spells, like we go up to 12 1 or 2 mana spells. But having 1 freebooter for the mid game is probably not awful. Also, bringing in freebooter or leaving in freebooter when I have a Golden Demise probably isn't great. But it is just 1. I don't know. Pretty sure the person I'm supposed to be babysitting just went outside, and I should probably go check. But I'm fat, so. Mana's kind of bad here, but. Ouch. More ouch. Land, please? Hoping to deputy these, of course. Looks like they got a hierarch draw, which is really good. Guess I'm attacking. Probably taking this one. I can just cast it if I need to next turn and have really nice blocks. Johnny's a good one. We're going to need to hit our land now. Probably just taking this if they attack. Right, land please, not land. Yeah, I would have probably cast it in that spot immediately. Yeah, I guess I have to play this now, don't I? Gives me a 2-turn kill on a Johnny, while making my blocks considerably better. I can block here. I think I lose everything if I do this, right? And then I can't kill a Johnny. So I can't kill a Johnny if I put this in combat. So if I just make these blocks, I lose this and this, but this is a pretty good card for us right now. Maybe this is just better. We're just taking 4 damage just better. Taking the damage is probably just better. Okay. The Mortify in my hand's really what drove me to take the damage there. Don't really want to kill something to give them a flyer, so I'm probably going to kill a 4/4. They don't actually have great attacks. Yeah. Oh. They wasn't ever able to draw a conclave or a baffling end or whatever, so that worked out pretty well for us. I feel like this deck's going to lose to red deck wins really bad. Still looks kind of cool though. And when I say looks kind of cool, I'm talking about aesthetically, like just all these gold cards. Like the art on all of them are so cool. Like the art on every one of these gold cards are sweet. This card right here makes probably the second coolest effect. You know, obviously opinion based. In my opinion, on Arena, I think a Ravager Worm probably is number one, effect wise. I wanted to draw this card just because it's cool. Because Kaya's Bay. If that's not Kaya, then I was. Yeah. Yes, we did. We were able to take it down. They drew a few too many lands and wasn't ever able to answer the hero. The hero and the thief did some work. And queue times are. I might have to adjust my streaming hours. I like streaming in the morning because this is the time of day that I'm most comfortable being awake. But I'm positive that anybody watching or anybody that's like watching on YouTube has to be getting bored of these, 2 to 9 minute queue times, whatever it happens to be. I think our round one was like 9. I think our round two, I wasn't really paying attention. It's 3 or 4 probably. It's kind of playing on Facebook. And now going into round 3, we're at 3.5 already. That reminds me, there might be some background noise right now. I am checking something. Hmm. Ooh. Forgot that they put that on Netflix. Ah! Sorry. Okay. Fair use, fair use. as you hear, me setting my Netflix queue for later. If from those two little tidbits of sound you can figure out what two movies I'm going to watch, I'll be impressed. I have to babysit today, so had to get some movies ready. Well, I didn't have to, but 5-minute queue times are killing me. Ah. Where art thou, our opponents? Wonder why I want the Teferis in the main deck. Yeah, I play standard on arena as well. I try to do like I started the channel before arena was a thing, like when it was still in closed beta. So I figure most of the viewers I have are more interested in MTGO, but I do try to do arena a few days a week. And if people want to watch arena, I'm more than happy to just stream it all the time so we don't have these stupidly long queue times. Get back in queue and see if it works. Maybe I could play best of one arenas while we're waiting on queues. Throw away that top 1K rating or whatever. I like both programs pretty good. I like some of the sound effects and some of the visuals of Arena, though like I'm kind of an old school guy and I've been playing MTGO since right after beta, so like I'm a pretty big fan of just the basic stuff as well. But obviously having to wait 7 to 8 minutes just to get to play a match is pretty annoying. The cool thing about MTGO is you're actually playing for prizes. And I could be absolutely wrong here, but I always feel like when you're playing for prizes that the competition gets better. Whereas on Arena, there's doesn't feel like there's really anything to play for. Like you can get Mythic with like a 50 to 55% win rate. And like once you get the Mythic, there's nothing. So like getting first, obviously last season was an outlier because they had the invitational qualifier for last season, so let's ignore last season when I'm saying this. Like getting first in Mythic on Arena or getting 1,000th is the actual same thing, and that's a little aggravating for a ladder system for there not to be anything more relevant than that. Yeah, I get that all the time. Like a lot when I was testing Nexus back before the Pro Tour, well, like obviously like everybody was, and like a lot of my matches on Arena, like I would just go turn 2 search, turn 4 wilderness, and opponents would be like, "All right, we're done. This is boring. I don't want to play. I quit." And I think a lot of the fun of Magic, at least to me, everybody likes games for different reasons. So I'm not going to say that like that everybody likes this, but I like control matches, like Esper control matches where you're a little bit behind, or whether you're playing versus another control deck, and you got to put a lot of thought and think out multiple turns in advance, and like try to come back or try to leverage a lead. And it just feels like an arena that a lot of people don't care about that. When you get in the top 100, it gets a little bit better. Um, when you get paired versus other people in the top 100, but because like it seems like people care about their rating once you get pretty high, but like I'm around 400 right now, so I'm not particularly high, and like I'm getting paired versus people who are playing like Esper Control that have none of these lands. They just have all guild gates, or they have like, we'll play a 17 turn game and they'll play like 2 buddy lands, no shock lands, all basics and guild gates. Obviously, that doesn't happen all the time, but like it seems like it happens a lot more on that program to me. Now, so this was the match that I said I think that we're going to get destroyed versus, and our hand's actually really bad versus it as well. Mythic and limited. I'm only gold and limited. I'm the exact opposite. I'm mostly a constructed player. I did do a draft on stream the other day on Arena, but that's pretty atypical for me. Atypical? Is that the right word? Not typical. Whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I feel like we're just going to get wrecked here. They still have 4 cards in their hand, and none of them are lands. So that's a bad sign. Can't afford to take that 4, I don't think. Just have to hope that they like flood out. We're not going to beat spells. What? Oh, I need a black? Okay, sure. Yeah, it's a little crazy, for sure. I know in the season when top 8 mattered, alright, so we're dead on board. Oh, well, never mind, we're dead in their hand too. That, I was setting at either 13th or 14th, I forget. But I tried to play a best of 1 match. I won and I went down rating and I got so sad. Alright, so we definitely want these. Definitely want this. Definitely want these. Pretty sure I don't want these. Kind of just don't want the Dovins again. Or sorry, the Freebooters again. Don't think I want negates. I think discard spells are okay versus a burn deck. Oh, maybe they're not. Yeah, I totally understand that. The grind's for real. Like you gotta put in you gotta have an either insane win rate or put in a large number of games. This hand's not the best, but they mulliganed. And put on bottom. Go ahead and kill that now in case they have a Wizard's Lightning. Again, I'm going to go ahead and kill that now. Because if they have a Wizard's Lightning, I don't want to do it during the attack step, them Wizard's Lightning us and then get a light up the stage. They could use the Wizard's Lightning at the end of turn, but they would have to have some other way to cast a light up the stage. Oh no, it's okay. I'm just happy somebody's talking. Talking is the best. By the way, I just punted really, really bad. I did not even look at the cards in the graveyard like an idiot. So I cast this into death like a complete fool. Oh god, I'm so bad. Why did I do such? That was a really, really bad mistake. I didn't even look. I was just too busy having a nice chat, not caring. Wah. I'm not very bright. Yeah, it was a really bad mistake. Oh no, it's not your fault. This is my fault. Not going to risk them killing this. I'm just going to play it. And steal whatever rando thing they have in their graveyard. They F6'd their turn, I believe. Yeah, I'll take 4 this time. No, don't have a shock. That's rude, my friend. Drawing a few too many lands this game. I feel like they have a frenzy in their hand as well, because I think they tried to cast it like 2 turns ago, and then changed their mind. That's kind of cool. They get to take my fungal infection. So we can eat that. Interesting. Is it better to eat their risk factor or like shock their thing? I think it's better to eat their risk factor. Well, there's the frenzy that I thought they had. Not entirely sure how we beat that. I think we just have to get lucky and start turning things sideways now. If they double block this, I'll probably use the cast down. I just noticed there's no Lyra in this 75. It's kind of weird that they didn't play anything there. They didn't even play a land, did they? So just risk factor then? I don't know what they wouldn't play on their turn. Maybe they just F6 their turn again. I don't understand. Our opponent had 5 untapped mana and Experimental Frenzy, and did not play a land or a spell. They just passed. What on earth could it even be? Trying to figure it out, not because it matters in this game that we just played, but because it may affect how I should sideboard for game 3. Was there a 6 mana spell they could actually have, or was that just a guaranteed play mistake? This turns off a lot of their creatures. 6 mana though. I don't think these negates are actually any good. Pretty sure this isn't any good either, but I just want to play it. We only have one Contempt as well, so Rekindling Phoenix is kind of a pretty impactful card if they have it. Alright, well, we're both going to 6. Alright, we're keeping. They mulliganed to 5. We kept. They kept on 5. We're going to put that on top. They put on bottom. Yeah, I think they misclicked earlier in the game, so maybe it's just an MTGO bug. Just an MTGO bug. Our Mortifies are blue as well. This is a cute trick that sometimes works. Do they want to actually waste a spell to keep their Lava Runner? Um, because they only have 2 more cards in their hand, I'm going to save this Mortify for basically only Experimental Frenzy. If they had a bunch of cards in their hand, I would have played this game differently. Assume this is going to eat a removal spell of some kind, and I'm fine with taking 4 more damage. Ooh. Okay. But we still get to take that. Actually, we're going to take this because this kills this as well. Give us. Yeah, I don't know why they do that on these older gold cards. It's not every gold card. It's just these old promo, or sorry, not old gold cards. Even like light or like Searing Blazes and the Gates as well. But these old promos all have just this weird coating on them. And I'm not actually sure why. It's got to be like pretty. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Wow, that's a cool sideboard card. It's got to be pretty corner case though because it's not been fixed. That's what I'm trying to say. But if you do notice this, only the promos. I'm just gonna play you. Could cast the Dove in there, but yeah, the Hostage Taker was absolutely insane this game for sure. Can't attack with the Hostage Taker anymore because they can double block, and I only get to trade it for a Lava Runner. So I'm only gonna, well, I don't know. We have the Mortify. I'm not casting the Mortify though, so I'll probably only attack with the Thief this turn. All right, well we got past the hard match, but they did mulligan to 5. When they mulliganed to 5 and had the start they had, I didn't think we could lose to anything but a Frenzy, which is why I made some plays that looked kind of bad. But like I was valuing the Mortify in my hand as like my get out of jail free card. To steal a phrase from a Monopoly, another Wizards of the Coast product, which I did not actually realize that until like a year ago or something. Well, not Wizards of the Coast, but Hasbro. I didn't quite realize it was all the same company because in my mind, Monopoly was from Milton Bradley, and I didn't realize that that was either a branch of Hasbro or had gotten bought by Hasbro. Take care, man. Drive safe and have a good day at your job. I think this hand's a keep. We got some cool cards. Esper, another or not necessarily Esper. Could be Bant Nexus. Could be Bant tokens. Could be a lot of things. I'm actually just going to cast this one. I want to know what I'm working with before I decide how I'm going to play the turns. Alright, so it is Bant Nexus. Well, I guess I'll take this one. I'm going to start trying to put down pressure. I'm not actually sure. Probably play history. Or sorry, hero. I don't know why I said history. Should have played my land first so I could have S6'd. This match is probably fairly hard as well. I think I put the most pressure out like that. They still have 6 cards though, and I think that there's a good chance they have rafts in a deck like that. Or sweepers. So I think it's better to diversify a little bit with a Dovin. Some Petal Grove, so that's a new card. Could just be Teferi. Is just Teferi. Going all in's fun, so. I don't know why we're pausing here. Don't know why we're pausing here either. Alright, it's time to get sad. The sad, by the way, is if they have a Cleansing Nova. We're technically a blink. Alright, so that's every card we've saw, so they have 6 unknowns. We probably get another turn? Though it's not guaranteed. That was actually really good for us. So this is creature and it has to have a target, right? That's pretty nice there. So they can still play a fog if they have it. Play my land first. Then I'm going to ultimate this. Okay, well, we're going to take a discard spell, and a deputy. We can't play them all though, so we're going to start with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can't kill them this turn. We don't have to care about the search for Ascanta at all. Unfortunately, they can still win here. Relatively easy next turn. All they have to do is hit a third wilderness, which isn't hard. If they miss wilderness here, we probably win. Okay. You can hit fog too and get another turn. Short. Alright. They get another turn. If they hit wilderness, the game's over. Alright, they did not hit wilderness, so that's good. There's wilderness. Did I have the nexus? Game's probably over. Put on bottom, so that's a good sign. So if we dodge in the next 4 cards, we're probably good. Took another wilderness. Ah, crap. They hit. This game. They won't dodge again. They get too many cards now. They get to see about 10 cards a turn. Alright, that's enough for me to concede. Well, I'll make them show me this one turn, then I'll concede. Game really close. Maybe I shouldn't have let them flip to Search for Azcanta, but I thought I could beat just a Wilderness, so that could have been a play mistake by me. I don't really have any sideboard cards here that are very good either. That could have just been a punt by me. I'm willing to believe that. They did hit the Wilderness that turn, though, so I got the card I wanted. Maybe it wasn't the card I needed. I think it's good enough to keep. So we're going to have an opt. I'd rather play this one because getting Search for Azcanta feels like the most important thing that can happen here. Oh wow. So they're going to let me have the opt. Guess I'll take it then. I think that's what's in their hand, but I'm not 100% sure. Uh, too many lands. I do think the hand was a pretty clear keep, though. Ouch. When you keep the 5 spell hand, you don't want to draw 3 lands. 4 lands. No. We hit a non-land, that's cool. Hey, man beast, what's up? This game is obviously not going particularly well. We need to start drawing some negates and stat. It's going pretty well so far. I feel like I've got paired versus a bunch of hard matches and we're still doing okay. We got paired versus red deck wins, which feels like a hard match, especially since this build only has 1 Bell Haunt and it's in the sideboard. We got paired versus Bant Nexus, and we've got paired versus Esper Control. Oh, yeah. Esper Control is probably either my first or second favorite deck in the format. But this is the build that got second in the MTGO PTQ this week, and I wanted to give it a try. Feels pretty cool so far. How'd you do in Cincy? Oh wow, our opponent hit all 3 or hit not all 3, but hit 3 different Chemisters Insights. That's pretty nice. Alright. Made a mistake there. I was supposed to negate that. Because if they sideboarded in Frilled Mystic, I wouldn't be able to fight for it. And also, it gave them this. Oh. Ooh, Affinity. I am not a fan of Affinity. I do not do well with Affinity, though. We know they have a Root Snare that we saw earlier, so... Yeah, Esper Control is insane. Esper had a... Or not Esper, Edgar. Edgar had a ton of feature matches and did very well with it. I think at this point I'm just supposed to save the Contempt in case they play a Teferi or like a Biogenic Ooze. The fact that we've only drawn 5 spells in a 9-turn game, so we've only drawn 3 spells over 8 draw steps, is pretty insane to me, to be honest. What was your, well, I guess I can just look it up. You said he got 3rd? Classic. Lands. I assume I won't get another turn. Hard for me to imagine that I'll get another turn. It was his last Teferi, wow. Oh, Eldrazi post. Okay, fair enough. Yep, can't really beat that card. This game's pretty much over. Yep, they show me a Nexus. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick them up. Well, I'm gonna make them cast it. Maybe they'll get cute and try not to cast it for whatever reason. If they put this Nexus on the stack, though, I'll just go ahead and concede and go into round 5. And they're obviously going to put it on the stack, so I'm hoping for a literal miracle. Nope, no Unmordigo at all. I'm not sure this match is particularly hard. I mean, I just drew obviously really bad. I kept a 2-spell, 5-land hand, and proceeded to draw 3 or 4 land in a row. I mean, we're on, as you can see, we're on turn 10. And I've only drawn 6 spells the entire game. So I've drawn 6 spells, 10 lands that game. I also don't think it's an easy match either. Like, that has to be a bad match for me, but, like, I wasn't playing Magic, so. Yeah, the Esper match is pretty good for the Nexus decks in general, too. You probably do need Unmoored Ego. There's just not a lot of Nexus decks out there right now, and I don't want it in any other match. Like, I wouldn't bring it in the mirrors, I don't think. I've literally beat it every time somebody's resolved it on me in the Esper Control Mirror. I've just beat them with whatever else I've sideboarded in, because I always sideboard in extra kill conditions, whether it be Thief of Sanity, or Eldest Reborn, or sometimes Kaya or Karn, but like, I've always just been able to win games with those cards. So the less Nexus was a bigger portion of the meta, I think I'd just be willing to have a bad match versus it. But this deck's kind of slow. It really just wants to jam, discard spell into a Thief of Sanity versus them. We have the 8 discard spells. Grixis Dragons. My buddy Lars is a Grixis Dragons fan. I miss Grixis Dragons. I didn't get to watch enough of the coverage. I apologize if there's background noise right now. I'm opening something on Facebook that may have sound. I'm not sure. It did not. Have fun at work. We probably have to wait an hour for a queue anyway, because MTGO is dying. That reminds me, I need to look up something on Facebook while it's on my mind. Womp womp. This kid's just a nice little white weenie deck. I think this deck really wants to beat on white weenie decks. I'll need to take my phone off mute too, since my grandmother's at a doctor appointment in case they need something. Oh God! I accidentally opened Arena by accident. I did not mean to open Arena. But since I accidentally opened it, let's reroll one of these and play one best of one game while we wait on our queue. I don't remember if this has green in it or not. I don't actually care. We're just going to play it. We drop about 100 rating every night right now. This hand's gas. Esper's a pretty hard match. If that's what they're playing. Oh, they're playing Sultai. I cannot see chat when this is up, by the way. Which sucks. We're gonna go ahead and shoot you. Play you. Attack, and hope they don't have much. Because we do not have a Frenzy, and that's one of our key cards here. The fact that they shocked is really bad for me. That means they're going to have the Wombo. There's our Frenzy, but unfortunately we now have to kill this. Also messed up, I should have attacked first. I'm playing very poorly. Better to play the land or the thing first because we could land into a lava runner. We did not. Go ahead and pop this up. We'll finish this game before we play that game. Vivian Reed to kill that, which is fine. Especially considering we already have another. Again, I'm playing the Frenzy before I attack. I'm going to be attacking with... I'm just going to attack with the 1. Playing the Frenzy before I attack, in case I drew land into Lava Runner type stuff. Don't have another Wild Growth, please. Of course you have another Wild Growth. Well, and I'm dead. I played this game bad though. For example, I should have attacked the Vivian last turn instead of trying to attack them and hope. I attacked them hoping they'd go to 3, hoping they wouldn't have a second Wildgrowth Walker, stuff like that. Just none of it worked out for me. If we draw a third Frenzy, we can still win, but obviously everybody knows the odds of something like that. I think we can concede now. Technically should have let first strike damage happen, but I don't know how to do that on this program. There's a Wildgrowth Walker, and we're done. Especially since they already have Jade Light in their hand. Oh well, I played that game bad. I deserve to lose. We'll keep. This hand's pretty bad too, but it's a keep. Yeah, we at least have a pity chest. Would like to do better in the pity chest when we start off 3-0, but it's another Reclamation deck. I just do not think we beat Reclamation decks. Guess we'll take the Sinister Sabotage. I really don't want to take any of those other cards, so. I think this is better than that other card. Unfortunately, these decks do play Fiery Cannonade, so. But that gives us our best chance to win. I should have attacked for 2 as well. I have 4 unknowns. Two unknowns. Still have the Chemisters. I guess this is Niv Mizzet. They shocked for it. Not Niv Mizzet. Huh. I didn't play the Teferi because I really don't have that very many good cards to begin with versus them, and I'm hoping if they play a Niv Mizzet, I can like sneak in a Teferi and do something. So they've just naturally drawn 3 Nexus of Fates without any searches or anything. 4 Nexus of Fates. 5 Nexus of Fates. Six Nexus of Fates. They have nothing going on though. The opponent's at 3 and has drawn 6 Nexus of Fate so far. And they're dead. Us. Yay! Alright, so what do we want versus that build of the deck? Our 4 negates are obviously easy. It's a little more difficult past that. Probably want Karns. Do I want Eldest Reborn? Could be sideboarding into the Niv Mizzet package. And we've still got some answers to Niv Mizzet. YOLO! What have you been into today, Dumbo? Hey, Local Dope, what's up? We don't have a counter spell, but other than that, the hand seems pretty good for whatever this deck does. Again, they have sweepers, so these Hero Precinct 1 stuff isn't the end-all be-all, so to speak. They have their best card, so that's a problem. That's a real problem. New baseball game. Big ups to Dumbo for the baseball. So we get counterspelled? Not counterspelled. So this needs 7, so next turn is not enough. Ooh. Opponent has quite the stellar hand this game. Guess I'm taking it up either way. Man, the queue times today have been like 3 to 7 minutes. I'm not so sure how much they will pop back up knowing that. I guess just do your thing, opponent. Opponent's holding up a counter spell. I don't know how I beat 5 cards. Didn't I sideboard this out? I meant to sideboard this out. I meant to sideboard them out for the 2 cards. Oh well. No wilderness, please. It's not a wilderness. It's a crushing canopy. Don't care about crushing canopy. Before they change their mind. Okay, Dovin, you're going to give us some toys. So, negate, negate, and freebooter? Yeah, that was the thing I did last game, or sorry, last match versus Nexus, and I lost to it too, but probably just wrong. I'm probably just wrong, rather. Opponent has a lot of things now. I don't know if I care about any of them. They're going to draw more than me regardless. Like, every card in their hand is going to be a card draw spell for the most part. Oh, opponent's deck seems great versus us. I already knew about this crushing canopy they had too, so I feel like I just punted this turn. I should have cast Fault Erasure, I think. I think that's the 5 cards we know. If I can ultimate Dovin and lose, that just shows you how bad I am. That's a good card. a good chance I shouldn't even have cast this turn either because of the explosion. Yeah, I shouldn't have cast this turn. Oh, I'm so bad. I just lost the game casting this Fault Erasure. I should have cast a Hero Precinct 1. And that's all I should have cast. I'm so bad at Magic sometimes. Letting them use the explosion for free was just really, really bad. Could have had double counterspell for that. That's a good one. Oh, and they just naturally drew a Nexus too? If they hit a Wilderness, the game's over. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to win this game, and I've just played it really poorly. That's game. Dang it. I think I played both versus both of these Nexus decks just very badly. I really don't want these Seraphs. Just discarding a card at random seems better than a Seraph. Alright, well, at least this hand's good. I'll play this one first. What the hell do I take that I can beat? I could take the Growth Spiral or the Opt, I guess. Opt lets them see 2 cards, but Growth Spiral might let them get a Wilderness Reclamation in play next turn. Maybe I'm supposed to just take this? I feel like I can beat any of this. Assuming they hit lands. Definitely not taking Root Snare. It's 2 lands out of 3 draws, though. I'm thinking I'm taking the expansion. Like, based on what I see, I don't think I can stop the reclamations to begin with, really. And if I take the expansion, maybe I can just fight the Murmuring Mystic. Oh, it's 2 draw. Well, they don't have to have it on the next turn, right? They can just play it on turn 4 and it be equally as good if I leave them with both Wilderness Reclamations. Or even turn 5. Like, it doesn't have to be the exact next turn. I'm just going to take this. I don't know if that's right. I think I'm going to save the Mortify to try to kill the Mystic. Well, they hit the land. And they hit another land. So we know all 4 cards in their hand. I'm just going to do this and just try to beat the Mystic. Maybe we'll draw a negate. If we draw a negate, I'd say we've got a good chance to win. If we don't draw a negate, we're close, probably close to 0%. I'm really salty that they drew that. Alright, so I definitely attack here. Should probably go ahead and kill Wilderness, right? Doesn't seem like there's much reason not to. Guess I should attack first. Alright, can we fade 1 draw step? Can we do it? I have my hands literally extended as high up as they can go. Alright, they got a redraw. And they conceded! We did it! We just had to beat the Mystic! Yay! Woo-wee! Woo-wee! This deck was pretty sweet. I think there's a good chance that I punted 2 of my losses versus Nexus. Like, I think twice this round and round 4, I think both I overvalued Wilderness as opposed to Search for Ascanta, and potentially just lost to Search for Ascanta. When if I killed Search, maybe I could have beat a Wilderness. Like that game, we beat a Wilderness because they didn't have an engine. I think the engine might be more important. I may have actually learned something. But anyway, this deck was fun. And I have now got something into my eye and I cannot see. So, seems like a pretty good time to call a stream. I appreciate you all, as always, for coming out. If you're new to the channel whatsoever, don't forget the link to the YouTube down below that I update at least once a week, even though theoretically I should be updating it every day. I'm just lazy. And I'm going to update it at some point today. But anyway, I'm going to go try to clean my eye out because this is burning like all heck. Take care, everybody, and thanks so much for coming by.